Yo, what is going on YouTube? This is your boy Dan, aka aDrive. I'm bringing you guys some brand new Pokemon Sun and Moon news. There is a brand new Pokemon that has been revealed called Namakobushi, which is of course the Japanese name for it. It is a sea cucumber Pokemon and it is 100% confirmed through an official source, the CoroCoro magazine, which did leak yesterday. However, it seems as though there was a couple pages, or at least one page, that was not included in that leak, and we have it now, and now it is 100% confirmed. This little sea cucumber Pokemon, you can actually see it. It's actually on this this document here with a bunch of other Pokemon like Salandit and stuff like that. There is the sea cucumber Pokemon, so it is 100% confirmed. So unfortunately, we don't really have any information on its typing or anything other than that, other than this one little image of this dude who looks really interesting. Now, I will tell you that there's some information here that says the name is actually kind of a combination of the words sea cucumber and fist when you do a translation, and that really ties into what they say about it, saying it's a sea cucumber Pokemon and it spits a fist-shaped organ out of its mouth. Perhaps that makes it water and fighting type. As you can see from there, no type was officially revealed, so we don't actually know what type this thing is gonna be. We don't know anything about it other than it opens its mouth and a fist pops out, which is actually really funny to think about. I don't know what's going on. It definitely leaves a little bit to be desired with its design. Obviously, it is a pretty simple Pokemon, but I have a feeling it's gonna evolve obviously into something pretty epic, so we'll definitely have to stay tuned for that. But the other thing I want to talk about, since there's not a whole lot to talk about regarding the sea cucumber Pokemon, is going back to the Chinese leaks, which we've had for quite a while now, as we'll head over to Poke Jungle here, of course, and I'll put these links in the description as always. Now, these Chinese rumors and leaks talked some about the starter evolutions. We had some confirmation through Mallow, one of the trial captains, being in one of the images shown with El Tigre, or whatever you want to call it, Layton's final evolution. So we've got some information here. You got the anime's Ash's Greninja will appear in the game, so we've had so much of this already be confirmed at this point, and that's where I'm really going to tie this in. I'll kind of skip ahead here. The reason why I'm bringing this up is new Pokemon based on Dolphin, Sea Cucumber, Mushroom, Rugby Monkey, and Snowman, and these are one of the reasons why those entire Pokedex leaks seem so legitimate, because they really covered everything in these Chinese leaks. But as more and more information comes out, these Chinese leaks start to look more and more real, and I did talk about some of these Alola Pokemon. I put them in a separate video, but Rattata and Raticate becoming the dark type. We just saw Meowth gain the dark type. We just saw Marowak also getting a Alolan form with Ghost and Fire type. We've also seen Executor, Ninetales, and of course Vulpix and Sandshrew and Sandslash with their Alolan forms. Here's some other ones, as I talked in another video. Alolan Butterfree, Abracadabra, Alakazam becoming the fighting type. Nidoking and Queen, Poison and Fighting. Growlithe and Arcanine are going to be water type. Doduo and Dodrio going to the fighting and flying type. Very interesting there. Furfrou getting some new styles. I don't know how many people care about that. So the other Pokemon, the non-Alolan forms, you have to bring them in from older games. This is interesting. A new cat Pokemon that's going to vary in type and appearance. A new Snowman Pokemon, which is Ice and Ghost. So lots of Ghost types, especially when you factor in the Sandcastle. And we've got Mimikyu and a couple others. And not to get your hopes up, but there may be 2 final evolutions for the starters, perhaps even more. And there's a lot of theories right now about the fact that Rockruff evolves into a werewolf, but not only that, but it evolves into various different potential werewolves based on either maybe your starter, based on what island you're on, based on maybe a different mechanic. And we also know about the unique type combination. We've kind of talked about that. And there's diamond stones that will be collectible throughout the region that act similarly to mega stones. So we have some sort of confirmation there that there's a possibility that the mega evolution, of course, will be returning. We already know that there's not going to be traditional gyms, and we're waiting to see about the final starter evolutions, which many have pretty much confirmed to be real at this point. So lots of interesting information, lots of new news. So while this sea cucumber Pokemon doesn't really give us a whole lot, what it actually does do is it starts to shore up if there was any doubt about those Chinese leaks. They are looking more and more legit every time new information is revealed. So Namakobushi, this little sea cucumber Pokemon, this is what a sea cucumber actually looks like. I had to pull them up because I was like, what does a sea cucumber even look like? Well, these are what they look like. I don't know, but this thing is gonna pop a fist that pops out of its mouth. It's gonna knock you out, so you got to be careful of that. But definitely gonna be pretty interesting. I want to get your thoughts in the comment section below, guys. What type do you think this Pokemon is gonna be? Are you thinking water and fighting? Are you thinking something totally different? Also, what are your thoughts on the design? I'm a little conflicted. I don't really like the design, but at the same time, I understand that it's probably gonna evolve. It's probably just a base stage Pokemon, and maybe it has a different form after it. Like maybe it goes inside out and becomes like some super fighting fighting urchin thing. I'm thinking this is kind of like a Binacle Barbaracle type of Pokemon, which is maybe not the best thing in the world. But anyway, that's the news for today. Nothing else too crazy going on. We do have another announcement going on the 12th at 9 o'clock, or I'm sorry, the 11th, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, PM, where they're going to probably release some YouTube videos, but I would imagine that announcement is going to cover pretty much everything we've just talked about from the last 2 days of CoroCoro leaks. However, sometimes they do squeeze in some new information there, so I'll be doing my best to stream it on my Twitch channel. So that'll be it for me, guys. Let me know your thoughts. Definitely like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new, and I'm going to catch you guys next time. That's it for me, guys. My name is Dan, also by aDrive. I'm going to catch you guys later. Peace.